Hey Wildcats, it's me Scarlett.
And me, Phoenix.
And welcome back to this week's Cat Attack.
The middle school play is this week, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd at 7 p.m. in the Harrisonville High School Performing Arts Center.
All seniors, applications for the Foundation Scholarship are due by March 1st. There are $45,000 in scholarship you can earn.
Where?
Now it's time for the weather report. Hey guys, we're doing the weather, and these are WCN's predictions for this week. As you can see here, there is a cold front coming, and there's going to be a lot of snow up in Kansas City and in this area.
Now for the temperatures. Tuesday, you can expect a high of 6 and a low of -5. Wednesday, a high of 5, a low of -6. Thursday, a high of 13, a low of 1. And Friday with some warmer weather, high of 23, low of 19.
Stay warm and safe, Wildcats. Always wear a coat.
And now, on to part 2 of the Lug segment, featuring the Blisses.
I'm Mr. Bliss, and I teach English.
How many years?
This is my 21st year in the district, right? Yeah.
I'm Mrs. Bliss, and I am a counselor. This is my 12th year doing that, and before that I taught math here. So this is my 30th year altogether.
She knew before I did.
If he truly admits it, whatever. But I actually would probably have to say the first time I met him.
So when I first went to college at Northwest, I was dating somebody at the time. So we were dating in high school. She went to a different college and I went to Northwest. And so when we met for the first time, I was dating somebody. So loving her and falling in love with her at first sight wasn't in the cards. However, as we continued to become friends,
We became fast friends. Yeah.
we did. We became friends, and the relationship that I had from high school, we were no longer dating after around Thanksgiving break is when we broke up, I believe, and so we hung out. We continued to hang out, and after Christmas break, we came back. And we hung out a little bit more. And I would say after Christmas break is when I realized that I loved her. Mm-hmm.
It was my 21st birthday, and we were actually at our midweek worship night because I worked on campus. Like, that was my job. I worked as a peer. I don't think they called them. What did they call them?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just lived at the campus house, like the Christian campus house, and then served in that capacity.
Right.
It covered my room and board, and it was fun.
Yeah.
But we met on a Wednesday night worship night thing. One of the music guys that was my age brought him.
Yeah.
And we ended up, like, those of us, there was 5 of us, and we were always told to make sure that we spread ourselves out when we're getting ready to do it. Sit by somebody you don't know. And
or probably someone new.
Yeah,
right?
Someone new. And he and his friend sat down next to me.
Her love language, I mean, it's a lot of things, but quality time is her probably top love language.
What's my second?
Second love language is probably, hold on, physical touch.
There you go. Okay. My top 2 are very close.
Yeah.
His top one is definitely words of affirmation, and right up there is acts of service. And then I can get him to do the quality time, as long as he feels like everything's done around the house. So I can really remember how awesome it was to like move in our first home together.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, definitely the birth of our two sons.
Our wedding. I mean,
Yeah, you did sing a song, write a song and sing it. So, yeah, that was pretty cherished.
and then probably, man, yeah, there's a lot. I mean, in 25 years of 25 years of marriage, and then being together for what, almost 6 years before we got
Yeah.
married, like dating. So 31 years together. There's a lot of memories. So it's tough to pick just one.
I'd say if also a very like a cherished memory in the last like decade, 5 years or so would be our like first big family vacation when we went to, you know,
Yeah. We got to go to Cancun.
Cancun.
Yeah, as a family. And the
and
boys
then-
got to enjoy it. I proposed to her. It was probably
Thanksgiving break when I was up there.
Yep. That was
in-
probably one of the most nerve-wracking times of my life because I didn't want to lose the ring because I had it in my pocket all of dinner, and we went for a walk. I'm originally from Iowa, so right across the river is Omaha and the Old Market, which is really cool to see. And a few years before, they had put up a fountain, and it was really cool to see that because the fountain changed color, kind of like the one on the square does, but it was a much bigger fountain. And so we just kind of walked, and I thought that would be the perfect spot. And so we went and chatted, and we were just sitting and talking, and I got down on one knee and proposed.
Small detail. Mr. Bliss is pretty big and grandiose, so I don't know about a small detail, but
Because I do everything big, is that what you're trying to say?
yeah, sometimes.
I agree.
Small detail that I love about him. He always finds a way to make me laugh, even when I'm mad.
Sometimes have to. You gotta break that tension sometimes. It may not always be like visible or something that you can tangibly see, but she's always trying to do something or provide something for you that shows you just how much she loves you. And she does that not just for her family, but for students too.
The first time, letter to myself, man,
I can't wait to hear this.
I would probably say, I mean, this guy's pretty funny and he's good looking. You
Just ask
should get
him.
to know him.
Just ask him out.
And you're funny, but no, I didn't think that necessarily.
Okay.
I probably also was like, you better find ways to get him to ask you out. And in those first couple months that we were just friends, which is true, not implying anything, but I was just kind of like, yeah, it'll happen in time. Because I believe very strongly in that most relationships that work out are because you were friends first, where you take the time to really get to know someone. So I think that would be what I'd say is, you know, dear me, take time to get to know this guy because I think it'll be worth it.
Mine actually probably would have been fairly similar to that, honestly. You know, I didn't have a ton of relationships in high school, so the one that I had my senior year was probably close to my longest one that I had in high school. So it was difficult to end that relationship. But looking back on it, it led to this. So I think I would probably say to myself, the distance is difficult, and you guys will still be friends. Maybe you should give this a chance, because it might end up being something special.
Happy Valentine's.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day.
Wow. Wasn't that just so blissful? Well, that's it for this week's Cat Attack. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when we post next. Have a great week, Wildcats.
Yeah.